Good morning. Welcome, Sham Stars. In chapter 9, today we are going to learn about Newton's third law of motion. The first two laws of motion tell us how an applied force changes the motion and provide us with the method of determining the force, which we have already discussed in previous presentations. In this presentation, we are going to learn about third law of motion. Third law states that every action has equal and opposite reaction. This we can understand by looking this picture shown in the slide. When our hands exert a force on the ball, that is action. The ball exerts an equal and opposite force on our hands is reaction. These two forces are always equal in magnitude but opposite in direction. These forces act on different objects and never on the same object. Let's take one more example. When a gun is fired, it exerts a forward force on the bullet. The bullet exerts an equal and opposite reaction force on the gun. This results in the recoil of the gun. As shown in the figure, since the gun has much greater mass than the bullet, the acceleration of gun is much less than the acceleration of bullet. It is important to note that even though the action and reaction forces are always equal in magnitude, these forces may not produce accelerations of equal magnitudes. This is because each force acts on a different object that may have a different mass. Let's understand law of conservation of momentum. The law of conservation of momentum states that if no external force is acting on a system, the total linear momentum will remain constant. Momentum before collision is equal to momentum after collision. Now we will try to establish the law of conservation of momentum for collisions between two moving balls. Consider two balls A and B of masses m1 and m2 traveling in the same direction along a straight line with the velocities ua and ub respectively as shown in figure. There is no external unbalanced force of any sort acting on the balls. If ua, that is the velocity of ball A, is more than the velocity of ball B, that is ub, then at some instant the two balls collide with each other as shown in the figure B. Let the collision last for a time t. During collision, the ball A exerts a force FAB on the ball B and the ball B exerts a force, that is FBA, on the ball A. After collision, the final velocities of ball A and B will be VA and VB respectively. We know that momentum is equal to mass and velocity. So to calculate the rate of change of momentum, that will be mv minus mu upon t. Now from this Newton's second law of motion, we have force is directly proportionate to rate of change of momentum. So it will be, that is mv minus mu upon t, or we can write mv minus u upon t, that is equation 1. We know that rate of change of velocity is acceleration. So using above relation in the equation 1, we can write force is directly proportionate to mass into acceleration. So as per the second law of motion, rate of change of momentum of an object is equal to external force acting on it. Hence for the ball A, this will be FBA m1 v1 minus m1 u1 upon t. Similarly for ball B, we can write m2 v2 minus m2 u2 upon t. According to Newton's third law of motion, force FAB exerted by ball A on the ball B, that is action force during collision, is exactly equal and opposite to the force FBA exerted by ball B on the ball A, reaction force. So we can write, that is FAB is equal to minus FBA. Or we can put the values of FAB is equal to minus FBA, that will be m1 v1 minus u1 upon t is equal to minus m2 v2 minus u2 upon t. T will be cancelled both the sides and the final we get the m1 v1 minus m1 u1 is equal to minus m2 v2 plus m2 u2. After solving it, finally we get m1v1 plus m2v2 is equal to m1u1 plus m2u2. So finally we can conclude that the total momentum of balls A and B remains unchanged or conserved during their collision when no external force acts on them. That is, initial momentum is equal to final momentum.
Thank you, Shem Stars.
So children, this is all about the third law of motion and
Google
conservation
Classroom.
of
Take
momentum.
care.
I hope you must have understood.